Good afternoon, everybody. Just getting set for the second game of the Mid-Michigan Meltdown. John Gervasi here on the Northwood Hockey Network. If you notice on the scoreboard, we have a clock today, so we're going to see how well that goes. Something I would like to add next year on broadcast. Brand new graphics for today. And yeah, we'll get started here during pregame at the Saginaw Valley State Senior Night. So we will do warm-ups. I'll do the pregame during the warm-up, and then we will have senior night, and we will get started with game 2. You are watching Timberwolves hockey on the Northwood Hockey Network. If Saginaw Valley pulls off a win tonight, they would hop up into that 3 seed for right now. But if the Stallions win tonight, they are locked into that 3rd seed. It's a big game for Saginaw Valley. It's a big game for the Stallions against Michigan Flint. For Northwood, it's a pretty big game for the Timberwolves in terms of the rivalry. I don't know how much it does for rankings this late in the year because the winner of this conference gets an auto bid to the tournament. There is only going to be one tournament team from this conference, and it will be the auto bid. So this is just rivalry pride at this point for the Northwood Timberwolves. And then rounding out the bottom 3, it's the Wolverines at 5-6-0 with 15 points. The Golden Grizzlies 1-11 and the Chippewas 1-11, both with 3 points. They were out of it a few weeks ago. Those two teams split with each other. Those are where those wins came from. Last night was a big night for the Timberwolves on senior night. Bryce Garber scored a goal on a nice pass from Alex Bedenko. Those two really work well together. They pairing them on that first line together, or even on the second line with Tegan Shire, has proved to be very beneficial for Coach Cooper. Tonight we've got Milos on the wing with on Bedenko's wing with Garber. If you notice, we have, as I said during mic check, we do have a clock today, so we're going to try our best to see if we can incorporate that for next year. Some new graphics. We have the championship graphics. Also, we have this broadcast logo up here that I did not put up. So it should be a fun one here at the Dow Event Center between the Northwood Timberwolves and the Saginaw Valley State Cardinals, which is essentially a home game for Saginaw. This is their senior night, so after warmups, we will have their senior night on camera here on the Northwood Hockey Network. But that'll do it for our pregame. We'll be back for senior night. You're watching Timberwolves hockey on the Northwood Hockey Network.
His favorite memory as a Saginaw Valley Cardinal was his freshman year when they qualified and made nationals and got to the quarterfinals in Boston. If you could pick one teammate to be on the line forever, he chose Pierce and Millie. He'd like to thank his family, coaches, and team, and a special thanks to all the students who have come out over the years and supported them through thin and thick. Lastly, the team has taught him to be grateful for every moment, both the wins and challenges. Thank you, Pam, for all your time and effort for this Cardinal hockey program. Next up, Tyler Slammer Simpson. Tyler is escorted by his mom, Teresa, his dad, Joe, and his fiancée, Elizabeth. He is graduating with his Bachelor's of Arts in Finance. When asked what his plans are for graduating after Saginaw Valley hockey, he plans on coming back to Saginaw Valley for his MBA. His favorite memory as a Saginaw Valley Cardinal was when they beat Hope at home in his freshman year. If he could pick one teammate to be on the line forever, he chose Nathan Polowski. He would like to thank his parents, Joe and Teresa, his grandparents, Rosemary and Art, his fiancée, Elizabeth, and the rest of his Cardinal family.
Let's go, Slammer!
One thing that being part of this team taught him was to never take the present for granted and have fun living in the moment. Thank you, Tyler, for all your time and effort put into the Cardinal hockey program. And hopefully, we'll see you back next year. Thank you to our two seniors. Everybody, give them a round of applause one last time.
Again, your two seniors for the Saginaw Valley State Cardinals, Tyler Sampson and Cameron Borlas. And as soon as the ZAM comes on the ice, we will head to break, and we will be back with your Northwood Hockey Network starting lineups and your Northwood Hockey Network starting goaltenders. I might be a little late to the goaltenders because I'm doing PA for our team, so we will run back as soon as I get done with that. But with that, we will head to break, and we will get set for Northwood in Saginaw Valley for the final game of the Mid-Michigan Meltdown and the final regular season game for the Northwood Timberwolves. You're watching Timberwolves Hockey on the Northwood Hockey Network. We're back here live on the Northwood Hockey Network as we get started here for the second game. We'll do your starters first for the Saginaw Valley Cardinals. Number 29, Bryson Smith. Number 37, Tyler Sampson. And number 74, Ethan Smith are your forwards. Number 12, Joe Blair. And number 3, Drew Von Matt are your defensemen. And for your Northwood Timberwolves, number 9, Bryce Garber. Number 11, Milos Todorovic. And number 72, Alex Bedenko are your forwards. On defense, number 5, Adam Moulay. And number 28, James Sigmund. And we will get the goalies here for you after the national anthem, as we get set for puck drop here at Dow Event Center here in Saginaw, Michigan. So if you're just joining us, I'll throw the graphic up again. Last night, Northwood won 6-1, so Saginaw Valley, they need 5 to tie tonight to send this to a shootout, but they also have to hope Northwood doesn't score tonight. Otherwise, Northwood is the first ever Mid-Michigan Meltdown champions. If the score is tied, if they score 5 and Northwood scores nothing tonight, we will head to a shootout, and that will determine the Mid-Michigan Meltdown champion. As much as I love free hockey and shootouts, I would like to get out of here before the Spirit game starts, because I feel like it'll be bit of a problem trying to get out of here when everybody starts showing up for that game. And we'll take just a short break here.
Fans, please direct your attention to the ice and welcome Caleb Pratt for today's ceremonial puck drop. Caleb played defense for Saginaw Valley State University from 2007 to 2011. He is a two-time national champion and three-time All-American, averaging over a point per game throughout his career. Caleb is a certified public accountant and he co-founded CPAs and Advisors with offices in Old Town and Franklin.
Where's the flag? Back here live on the Northwood Hockey Network. I think my PA career is one and done after that. We will get your Northwood Hockey Network starting goaltenders first. For the Saginaw Valley State Cardinals, it's not Nick Pike, as I get the right graphic up here. There we go. It's Brendan Cobb. 5-6-1 on the year with a 379 goals against and a 917 save percentage. And for your Northwood Timberwolves, it's Mason Matthew on the year, 13-3-1 with a 227 goals against and a 915 save percentage. As we get started here at the Dow Event Center between the Saginaw Valley State Cardinals and your Northwood Timberwolves. Mid-Michigan pride on the line tonight. as puck drop, won and controlled by the Timberwolves. Thrown into the back wall. And thrown ahead by Sigmund into the offensive zone. Going after it is Joe Blair of the Cardinals. Bedenko gloves it down, battle along the near side. Now Garber picks it up. Garber throws one on, and a save there by Brendan Cobb. Back come the Cardinals the other way in their own zone. Just gets it out to the neutral zone here. And the Timberwolves will set up in their own zone. Temple gets it on ahead, tipped down by Bryce Garber, and an icing here to start this game. Puck drop won by the Timberwolves, up to Bedenko. Now up to Colin Baker, and then picked off there by the Cardinals. Millmine throws it in on Matthew. He'll play it off to the side for Leo Crawford. Crawford up the ice and gloved down by a Cardinal and thrown back into the Timberwolves zone, where Blankenship will take it for the Timberwolves. Duffany intercepted Millmine, a shot that went high and wide as it goes to the near side. Duffany tried to flip one on, and it goes back behind Mason Matthew as Leo Crawford goes after it for Northwood. Up the ice and held in by the Cardinal shot, and I think Mason might have gotten a skate on that, and back out to the neutral zone it goes. Colin Baker makes a move in. Baker in, shoots, and a save by Cobb. Puck to the back wall now. Out come the Cardinals. DeStefanis intercepted, and a shot on by Baker, and it's stopped by Cobb. And back come the Cardinals the other way. Stick down by Duffany and held in the zone, but out to the neutral zone it goes, where it's played there by Pierce Ashcroft. And then Duffany intercepts. Duffany tried to make a move in, and then Colin Baker, a shot that went wide. Duffany threw one in front. Looked like it went off the side of the net. Here's Rivera. Gets it across. Temple back in front and tipped wide of the net as it's picked up by the Cardinals and cleared on down for a Cardinals icing. As puck drop taken by the Cardinals there. And out come the Cardinals the other way. Out to the neutral zone it goes. Picked up there by the Timberwolves. Here's James Sigmund. Throws it over to Moulet. Moulet up the ice to Donald Gooley. And then thrown on ahead by Vanderdonk and back into the Timberwolves zone. Here's Adam Moulet now. Throws it up the ice to Gooley. Into the neutral zone it goes. Back into the Timberwolves zone. Over to James Sigmund now. Sigmund throws it up to, looks like Vanderdonk, who had a chance, but a good stick there by a Cardinal player, and held in by James Sigmund at the point. Now thrown on, puck goes to the far side. Donald Gooley goes after it, and the puck wraps around to the near corner. Now on the near side. Stengline threw it back behind the net, changed for the Timberwolves now. And here is Lucas Nyes. It's behind the net, picked up there by Dawson Davis, and the Cardinals just get it out to the neutral zone. Blankenship over to Crawford, up into the Saginaw Valley zone, and then Crawford picks it up for the Timberwolves. Milos Todorovic, the senior now, tries to throw one across, and back out to the neutral zone it goes for Leo Crawford. Crawford throws it into the Saginaw Valley zone. Now wrapped around, and puck loose in front, a shot, a save by Cobb, and he holds on. .24 to go here in a scoreless game. As puck drop is won by the Cardinals. Behind the net now. Bryce Garber rides him off the puck. Garber tried to get one around, and puck goes to the near corner there. Tegan Shire threw it back for Garber. Here's Bryce Garber. Garber a shot on, a save by Cobb. Puck in the Timberwolves zone. Bedenko goes after it. Pins the Cardinal on the board. Looks like that's Joe Blair pinned along the wall by Bedenko. Tegan Shire was behind, and the Cardinals win the puck. Here's Aiden Waite now. Waite up to the neutral zone, and it's in, and that's Trayton Siegert who went after it, but picked up by the, almost picked up. Now Bedenko does pick it up and throws it out to the neutral zone. Going after this, Tegan Shire. Shire in the offensive zone along the back wall now. Tegan Shire ridden off the puck by a Cardinal and then wrapped around to the far side where Adam Moulay will pick it up for the Timberwolves, but then he's ridden off the puck. And out to the neutral zone it goes where Adam Moulay will play it for the Timberwolves. And to the back wall it goes now. Wrapped around behind, picked up by the Cardinals. Looks like Joe Blair got it out to the neutral zone. And thrown on ahead. Into the offensive zone they go, where it's picked up by Duffany, and then James Sigmund will get it over to Adam Moulay. Moulay up the ice to Duffany, just off his stick, and the puck goes in the offensive zone and thrown back down by Joe Blair into the Timberwolves zone. Picked up James Sigmund now. Sigmund got it over to Leo Crawford, and all the way down. No icing is the call there, where it's Ethan O'Malley will pick it up for the Saginaw Valley Cardinals. And thrown up the ice by Cameron Barlas, the senior for the Cardinals. Now Crawford gets it over from Blankenship. Blankenship to Duffany, throws it behind him to Crawford, and up the ice. Owen Croston goes after it. Croston makes a move, a shot, a save by Cobb, and a stoppage of play. Our clock is a little slow to start, so if it's a few seconds behind, we will keep switching it back on the score bug so you guys can have a clock on the broadcast as well. Puck drop, won by the Cardinals. And it's in this Northwood zone, and a save by Matthew. Crawford gets it up. And then it's behind the net now. Simerson threw one in front, another save, and then the Cardinals score. Oh, no, they didn't. They did not go in. I thought it went in. They didn't rule it a goal. And puck in the Cardinals zone. Gooley. Well, Saginaw Valley sure celebrated like it was a goal as the puck goes to the near wall now. And then in the Cardinal zone, kept in by the Timberwolves almost, and then back out to the Timberwolves zone it goes. Colin March goes after it, battled for in front, now behind the net. Throws one back to the point. A shot on, saved by Matthew. I thought they were celebrating. That's what I thought. I think everybody up here is as shocked as I am that puck was not considered a goal. And the Timberwolves now to get out of their own zone. Todorovic throws it to the far side. And then Lucas Nye's got it up to the neutral zone. Going after it is Angelo Massaro, but picked up by the Cardinals in their own zone. And Smith tips it on ahead, and we'll get a change for the Cardinals. Across to Sigmund. Sigmund off the stick of Lucas Nyes. Puck goes into the Saginaw Valley zone, and that'll be an icing on the Timberwolves. As the puck drop is won by the Timberwolves. Up to the zone it goes, into the offensive zone. And in the Saginaw Valley zone, tipped on ahead. Here come the Saginaw Valley Cardinals the other way. In, thrown to the back wall. That was Bryce Ronowitz, the former Timberwolf. Thrown on ahead by Shire, but not out of the zone. Now Shire gets it out and out of play. Puck drop. Taken there by the Timberwolves. Sigmund throws it into the neutral zone. Shire gloves it down. Shire tried to throw one on. Badenko, a shot that went wide of the net. And out to the neutral zone it goes, and back into the Saginaw Valley zone it goes, where it's played by the Cardinals in their own zone. Up the ice, Pierce Ashcroft lost it there to Bryce Garber, and he has it poked off his stick by Ashcroft. Oh, and a chance there for Barless. Good play by Leo Crawford. Here's Garber the other way, makes a move into the offensive zone. Garber makes another move and has to wheel around to the circle, and then off a stick it goes, and a stoppage of play. And we are going to get a Northwood power play. There is quite a bit of Saginaw Valley Cardinal fans here today down in front of us. They did not like the call, but it is a power play for the Timberwolves. Puck drop will be to the right of Cobb. Won and controlled by the Timberwolves. Crawford at the point, shot on. Oh, what a glove save by Cobb. He had to stretch out for that one. And puck drop will be to the right of Cobb again. Draw one by the Timberwolves. Duffany throws it to the back wall where Gooley will go after it. Donald Gooley battling with a Cardinal there, then left it off for Vanderdonk. To Duffany now. Cameron Duffany off the wall to Crawford at the point. Over to Croston. Croston, a shot on, blocked in front. Puck loose and held in by Crawford at the point. Crawford wheels around along the far side. Crawford now goes to the far corner. Now behind the net, back to Crawford now. Crawford goes to the top of the circle. Over to Croston. Croston, shot on, blocked by a skate, puck to the far side. Crawford goes after it. Now Donald Gooley and picked up by Vanderdonk. Vanderdonk threw one in front. Good stick there by the Cardinals. And they can't get it out. Now they do. Back go the Cardinals the other way. It's Millmine, and he'll clear it in. Matthew has to wrap it around here to the near side. Going after it is Trevor Stengline. Stengline now. Left it off for Alex Badenko. 57 left on the Northwood power play. Here's Alex Badenko in the neutral zone. Badenko gains the offensive zone, lost the puck. Badenko behind the net, now in the circle, leaves it off for Bryce Garber. Garber over to Sigmund. Sigmund, a shot on. Oh, that shot went wide of the net. Held in Garber, though. Garber along the far side. Garber drops it off for Shire and then throws it across to Alex Badenko. Badenko to Sigmund, back to Shire. Shire leaves it off for Bryce Garber, back to the point. Over to Sigmund. 26 left on the power play. Alex Badenko down to the point to Sigmund. Sigmund, a shot that goes high and hits the top of the glass, and that'll be a stoppage of play. And 19 seconds left on the power play for the Timberwolves. They're moving the puck well on the power play, but Saginaw Valley is able to get in those shooting lanes right now. So Northwood isn't having too many opportunities to get a shot on goal on the power play as they win the draw. Over to Badenko. Badenko throws one on. That goes wide. Looks like it was deflected by someone in front. And Tegan Shire picks it up, leaves it down low for Stengline. Stengline to Garber. Here's Bryce Garber. Gets it over to Sigmund. Sigmund, a shot on. Blocked in front. A swing and a miss there by Shire. And the puck goes to the back wall. And Saginaw Valley is now back to full strength. But held in the zone. Stengline throws it wide. Garber picks it up. And he has to wheel back to the neutral zone. Then gets it over to Massaro. Angelo Massaro leaves it off for Garber. Now to the back wall for Massaro. Threw one in front. And then a chance to Dorovitz, a shot, it goes wide. Massaro goes to the far corner, now wrapped around here to the near side. Jack Rivera got it to Todorovic down low. And then he misplays the puck there, but it's held in by Rivera. Along the near side, Todorovic picked up, shot Temple into the glove of Cobb, and a stoppage of play with 8:55 to go here in the first. Good puck movement by the Timberwolves on the power play. Couldn't put one by, and Cardinals able to only clear it once on that penalty kill, and they are still stuck in their own zone. Puck drop to the right of Cobb. Puck drop won by the Timberwolves. Chase Temple throws a shot on. Then it was Colin Baker who had an opportunity, and back come the Cardinals the other way. Puck in the neutral zone. Cleared back into the Timberwolves zone. Going after it, Chase Temple for the Timberwolves. Wrapped around on the near side. Cam Duffany off the near wall and out to the neutral zone. On the near side, and then thrown back into the Timberwolves zone. Picked up Chase Temple behind his own net. He'll set up, and he almost a bad play there, but Temple throws it into the offensive zone. Puck goes to the back wall, and so it looks like Temple's stick is being held, and then a Cardinal tried to throw a check, and he fell down on Temple. And then into the neutral zone, picked up Colin Baker. He'll throw it into the Cardinal zone, and puck to the back wall. Colin Baker goes after it, and then Saginaw Valley now trying to break out of their own zone. Looks like Pierce Ashcroft, he'll throw it in. Matthews has to make a save. Now picked up James Sigmund in his own zone. Up the ice, and a big hit by a Cardinal player, and the puck back into the Cardinal zone. Gooley goes after it, but picked up and thrown out to the neutral zone by the Cardinals. 7:41 to go. Stengline throws it back into the Cardinal zone. Donald Gooley goes after it. He's pinned along the wall. He's able to throw it to Vanderdock. Vanderdock throw one in front, saved by Cobb, and another chance on a wraparound, and Cobb holds on with 7:25 to go here in the first. We're still scoreless. Brendan Cobb has done all he can in this game so far to keep this scoreless. A lot of the scoring opportunities coming for the Timberwolves here in the first period. And the puck drop will be to the left of Brendan Cobb, as the draw is won by the Cardinals in their own zone. Up the ice it goes, into the neutral zone, thrown on ahead, and then tipped on, and then Burgesson goes after a shot on a save by Matthew, and another save off the rebound. Tegan Shire throws it out to the neutral zone, then he gets the puck back. Shire gains the offensive zone, makes a move in, shot into the glove of Cobb, and a stoppage of play. With 7:02 left here in the first period. Well, last night Nick Pike kept it to 6 goals. Saginaw better thank Cobb right now because he's made some saves because they haven't been able really to make any offensive zone presence. Puck drop won by the Timberwolves. Crawford a shot on, blocked in front, and out go the Cardinals the other way. It's Ethan Smith, and he's going to have, Matthew holds on for a stoppage of play. And puck drop will be to the left of Mason Matthew. Puck drop won by the Timberwolves. Chase Temple wraps it around to the near side. Massaro. And then back around behind the net as Lucas Milmine gets pinned behind the net. And then Chase Temple picks it up. He's ridden into the boards. Rivera got it up to Massaro, and Massaro will just throw it on ahead, but picked up by Barlas. And Barlas falls down, and the puck goes to the far side. Oh, and a big hit, Rivera, along the far side, and then wrapped around here to the near side. Angelo Massaro flipped up to the neutral zone and all the way down, and it's no icing. Lucas Nyes goes after it. Cardinals in their own zone. Lucas Nyes doing everything he can to get the puck away, and back come the Cardinals the other way. It's Barlas. And then it's back into the Cardinal zone, played there by Ethan O'Malley. Up to Sigmund now. In his own zone, gets it over to Moulet. And then a shot by Barlas and a save there. Little bit of a frozen clock right now. Everything will be worked out for next year. As puck drop won by the Cardinals. Save Mason Matthew. Puck loose in front and then picked up Adam Moulet. Back go the Timberwolves the other way into the Saginaw Valley zone and into the neutral zone. Sigmund flips it up for Duffany. Now Owen Croston. Croston makes a move in. Croston shoots. Oh, he went high with the shot. Puck back to the far side. Sigmund with it. Throws it back behind the net. Now to the far side. Owen Croston goes after it. Croston lost it, and out to the neutral zone it goes. Adam Moulet can't get it out to the neutral zone. Picked up James Sigmund. Sigmund off the near glass and into the neutral zone it goes. Played there by the Cardinals. looks like Memphis Burgesson in his own zone. Gets it up to Trayton Siegert, and then puck to the far side. And then picked up Duffany. Oh, a good stick there by Brendan Cobb. Well, sometimes you got to be your own best defender if you're a goalie. Good job putting the stick out there. And then behind the net, Cobb leaves it off. And then out come the Cardinals the other way. It's Bryson Smith. Smith waits for somebody. A swing and a miss there. Puck along the far side now. And then they're pinning a Timberwolf to the ice, and now Trevor Stengline gets it up, throws it up, and flipped on ahead by Vanderdonk, and a stoppage of play. With 4:28 left in the first, it's still scoreless. So again, this kind of benefits Saginaw Valley in a way. You're holding Northwood off the scoreboard, but if you're Saginaw Valley, you've got to put pucks in the net. Here's Rivera now. Rivera throws it on ahead, and puck goes to the back wall as Tegan Shire goes after it. And that is pinned now along the far side. Bedenko throws it behind him to Bryce Garber. Garber throws it back to Temple at the point. A shot, a save by Cobb, and puck back to the far side. Good stick there by a Saginaw Valley defender to get it to the far side. And then picked up by the Cardinals in their own zone. Here's Bryson Smith, and then intercepted Bryce Garber. Garber in, shoots. Oh, what a save by Cobb! Oh my goodness. Garber had a chance and a shot and a save by Cobb. Brendan Cobb might have had the save of the first period right there. Garber was in all alone, and Brendan Cobb able to make the save. As puck dropped to the right of Brendan Cobb. Won by the Timberwolves. Moulet shoots and a save by Cobb. Rebound in front, another save as the puck goes out to the neutral zone. Brendan Cobb standing tall here in the first. Up to Todorovic now. Milos Todorovic leaves it off from Massaro. Tipped in front, puck loose, and he's got to hold on with 3:32 to go here in the first period. Oh my goodness, Brendan Cobb, this very easily could be a 1 or 2-0 game right now, and Brendan Cobb has kept it scoreless. What saves by Cobb as the draw is won by the Timberwolves. As Sigmund got it up to Lucas Nyes. And along the back wall now Todorovic. Milos Todorovic to Sigmund. Gets it over to Adam Moulet. Moulet a shot on, blocked in front. Saved by Cobb as the puck is thrown to the far corner. Brendan Cobb now getting help from his defense as Saginaw Valley now having problems getting out of their own zone. Gets it across. Here come the Cardinals the other way. That was off the stick of Ethan O'Malley, and then Adam Moulet will get it up. And it's still in the Timberwolves zone. James Sigmund trying to poke it on ahead. He's ridden off the puck. Was Lucas Nyes, and a shot from Carlos, and a save Mason Matthew. And then Matthew falls down, but nobody for the Cardinals there. And then picked up Ashcroft. Ashcroft gets it across. Oh, what a pad save, Mason Matthew. And puck to the near corner. Stengline gets it on into the neutral zone, and we'll get a change for the Timberwolves now. Back comes Croston the other way, intercepted there by the Cardinals. It's Cameron Barless. He lost it there. Puck along the far wall in front of the Timberwolves bench. And then picked up by the Cardinals. That's Dylan Cowan who got it on ahead. And here come the Cardinals the other way. It's Davis. He's thrown into the boards by Stengline. A shot and a save, Mason Matthew! Owen Croston picks it up and throws it out to the neutral zone. And puck to the far side. Mason Matthews is 6'6", 218, and he uses every bit of his frame in net to stop the puck. Along the far side, Croston got it out to the neutral zone, back into the Timberwolves zone where it's picked up there, Blankenship. Blankenship behind Mason Matthews. They set up the offense. Mason Matthews got it out to Blankenship. Now Baker. Baker gains the offensive zone. Baker a shot on, sticked away by Cobb. Bedenko throws one on, and then taken by the Cardinals up the ice into the neutral zone and all the way down for a Cardinals icing. So it's a goalie battle here in the Dow Event Center. Brendan Cobb making big saves, and then Mason Matthew making a huge pad save there. And we remain scoreless here in the first. Puck drop won by nobody, but picked up by the Cardinals now. Out they come. Into the neutral zone they go. And then Bedenko, and then thrown back into the Timberwolves zone where Chase Temple went after it. Matthew has to throw it to the far side. In front, and nobody home. Couldn't get a stick on it. And out to the neutral zone. Oh, glove down there by Smith. Vanderdonk was right there, but now Bedenko, he's got a race to the puck. And Cobb is going to beat him to the puck and throw it to the neutral zone. And then throw it, a save by Cobb. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. Brendan Cobb taking all sorts of chances there. Now Chase Temple up to the neutral zone and into the Saginaw Valley zone where Massaro goes after it. Massaro behind along the back wall. And puck still along the near wall here. Here is Sigmund. Sigmund. And then out come the Cardinals the other way. They've got time for a play here. Here's Smith. Smith couldn't get a shot on. Good play. Shire and a save there. And out to the neutral zone it goes. And that is a delayed offside. And then Massaro falls down. But back come the Cardinals. And it's going to be thrown to the far side. And that is going to do it here for the first period action here at Dow Event Center. Wow. All right. What a 20 minutes of hockey we had. As we go to the first intermission, tied 0-0. Hats off to Brendan Cobb. Half of the saves, I don't know how he made. He came all the way out of the net on some Hasek-like stuff and was able to get back. He was in between the net and the circle and made a pad save. It very well could easily be 1-0, 2-0. And with Northwood, Mason Matthews standing tall. But we head to the first intermission. The Timberwolves and the Saginaw Valley State Cardinals are tied at 0. You're watching Timberwolves hockey on the Northwood Hockey Network. Now if their goalie. Back here, second period action between the Northwood Timberwolves and the Saginaw Valley State Cardinals. As puck drop, won and controlled by the Timberwolves in their own zone. Off the glass, into the neutral zone it goes, and then thrown back in by Blair. Picked up Tegan Shire now. Got to wait for Bedenko to get onside. Yeah, that was just a tad offsides. Bedenko came in a little too hot there. Well, again, not letting Northwood scores helps the Cardinals, but they've also got to put pucks in the net. Right now, Northwood up 5 goals. And another stoppage play. That's an icing on the Cardinals with 19:40 to go here in the second period. As the puck drop will be to the right of Brendan Cobb. Puck drop won by the Cardinals and thrown back down, and it's going to be another icing on the Cardinals. Puck drop won by the Timberwolves. Shot on, saved by Cobb, and he holds on. Well, now I feel like I'm at the United Center. You know, as productive as Bedenko and Garber's line has been, Croston and Duffany's line has been just as productive, so there's a lot of players on the team that I would like to have on the ice right now who can score. As Colin Baker gets it and throws it down low. Croston goes after it, throws a check. Picked off by the Timberwolves and then taken by the Cardinals in their own zone. Thrown up, and back come the Cardinals the other way. And off the skates of Ashcroft. And then thrown ahead to Stephanus. And then intercepted Crawford. He throws it in. Goes to the back wall. Now picked up by Ashcroft now. DeStephanus got it over to Ashcroft. Ashcroft makes a move in his own zone. Here comes Ashcroft. Ashcroft, a shot that's deflected off of Blankenship as the puck goes to the far side. And thrown on ahead. Picked up there by the Cardinals. It's Dylan Callan. And then picked up Blankenship in his own zone. Up the ice to Stengline. Now Croston now. Croston gives it over to Temple. Temple, long ice pass. Oh, what a move. Stengline on a stick save by Cobb. Stengline made the move and then immediately took the shot. Now picked up Gooley as it goes off his stick. Thrown on. That shot goes wide. Jack Rivera goes to the far side. Drops it down low. Stengline behind the net. Throws one across. Nobody in front. Jack Rivera gets it over to Vanderdonk. Back to Rivera at the point. Rivera, a shot. Doesn't get through. Kept in the zone and out to the neutral zone it goes where it's played on ahead by Chase Temple. Donald Gooley throws it on ahead and a check there by Callan on Gooley, and another Cardinal was there. It looks like Simerson. And the puck to the far side. Picked up Vanderdonk and a stoppage of play. And we are going to get a Saginaw Valley power play. It looks like there's some students behind Donald Gooley, giving him a good heckle. As the puck drop is to the left of Matthew, so the Cardinals on the power play. As the puck drop won by the Cardinals, Smith at the point. Here's Smith, throws it on, doesn't go. Adam Moulay throws it off the wall and back into the Cardinal zone as he'll clear off some of the power play for the Cardinals. Behind the net, it's Ethan Smith. Throwing up, that's Bryson Smith along the near side. Cleared back out. Todorovic on the forecheck. Goes here to the near side. Change for the Timberwolves. Cardinals will set up behind the net. That's Cameron Barlas. Barlas, the senior, behind his own net. Here comes Sampson. Sampson in the neutral zone. Gains the offensive zone. Leaves it off. A shot on. A save by Matthew. And another save, Matthew. Thrown on in front. I don't think that one went behind the, or along the back wall. And then Lucas Nyes clears it out with 1:03 left on the Cardinal power play. Davis goes to the back wall, now behind the net to retrieve the puck. Here's Davis in his own zone, now into the neutral zone. Davis gains the offensive zone to the far side now, or near side now near corner, and then drops it off for Ashcroft at the point. Thrown on, that's deflected wide and hits the back wall and cleared on out by the Timberwolves. 41 left on the power play. Here's Dawson Davis now in his own zone. Gets it over Pierce Ashcroft. Drops it off for Davis. Davis in the neutral zone. Gains the offensive zone. Leaves it off and then cleared. I don't know what Saginaw Valley was doing there. Nobody paying attention and able to clear it out was the Timberwolves. 20 seconds left on the power play. Here come the Cardinals the other way. And they, Burgesson, and got it Ashcroft. I think there's maybe 3 shots on goal on this power play for the Cardinals. A shot on, a save, Mason Matthew. Another save there. And Vanderdonk with 5 seconds left on the penalty. Saved by Cobb and a stoppage of play. So the power play for the Cardinals goes by the wayside. On the season, before that penalty, the Timberwolves were 53 of 50s, or of 72 killing off penalties, 73.6% on the year. Adam Moulay gets it across to Sigmund. Sigmund throws one on, save Cobb, and he holds on. Well, I forgot to start the clock, but apparently so did the. So it's 15:36. I can't be wrong if the other one doesn't start. Puck drop to the left of Cobb. And that's taken by the Timberwolves. Shire back to the point to Sigmund. And then picked up by the Cardinals. They go the other way. And then back go the Timberwolves and then picked off. Then Garber picks it off. Here's Bryce Garber. Garber gains the offensive zone. Garber throws one on, saved by Cobb. And puck drop will be to the right of Cobb. And puck drop is won by the Timberwolves. Crawford at the point, throws it to the back wall. Colin Baker throws one on, saved there by Cobb. Along near the near corner, intercepted Croston, throws one down low, and puck goes behind the net, picked up there by Colin Baker. Baker with it. Colin Baker throws one on, saved by Cobb. Brendan Cobb is doing everything in his power to keep this scoreless despite the attack by the Timberwolves. Puck drop won by nobody and then picked up there by Todorovic. Milos Todorovic behind the net now. Todorovic throws it back to the point to Colin March. March gets it across Crawford. Crawford throws one on, sticked away. And puck goes to the far side and not cleared. A shot on, blocked in front. Colin March, a shot on, his shot went wide. Puck to the near side. Todorovic now throws one in front and intercepted by the Cardinals, and back they go the other way. It's Furtado, and Furtado will just throw it into the catching glove of Mason Matthew And we'll get a stoppage of play.
Cardinal fans, it's time to make some
As puck drop will be to the left of Mason Matthew here as it's won by the Timberwolves. Chase Temple behind the net now. Temple throws one on ahead just out of the reach of Vanderdonk. Blair throws it to the neutral zone. Cleared back in by Trevor Stengline. Going after it is the Cardinals. Waite gets it up to the neutral zone. Picked up Jack Rivera. Gets it over to Chase Temple. Temple flips it on into the offensive zone. Donald Gooley goes after it. There was only one Saginaw Valley player back. Puck in front, and Cobb has to hold on. Dangerous. No Cardinals around him, so Brendan Cobb has to save the day. And puck drop to the right of Cobb with 14:01 left in the second. Draw one by the Timberwolves. Donald Gooley pinned along the wall. Nobody gaining control of the puck, and now the Cardinals try to get it out. They do, out to the neutral zone. Rivera will take it for the Timberwolves. Rivera up to Vanderdonk, and Robert Vanderdonk, throws it, and Gooley was just too far away from the pass, and it's picked up now behind the net for the Cardinals. It's Burgesson, got it up to Ashcroft. He's pinned along the wall by Donald Gooley. Here's Vanderdonk, he's pinned along the wall. Near corner, picked up Vanderdonk. Vanderdonk tried to wrap one in front, and back come the Cardinals the other way. And here comes Saginaw Valley. Shot stopped by Mason Matthew. Ashcroft along the near wall. He lost it. Picked up there by Burgesson. And then picked up Burgesson, a shot. Matthew might have gotten a piece of that one. And then Joe Blair blows a tire along the far side. Back comes Chase Temple the other way. He'll wheel around in his own zone. Gets it over to Jack Rivera. Up to Tegan Shire. Gets it up Bryce Garber. Garber throws it into the offensive zone as he took a shot in the neutral zone. Along the near side, now near corner. DeStefanis, and then intercepted Garber. Garber shot! Save Cobb! You might have gotten a blocker on that. And out to the neutral zone it goes. Garber has to wheel back to his own zone as he was harassed there by Lucas Milmine, and back come the Timberwolves the other way, up to Bryce Garber. Garber to the near corner, wraps it behind to Tegan Shire. Shire tried to throw it back to the point, picked off there by the Cardinals. It's Ethan Smith. Smith gets it over to Milmine. Milmine in the offensive zone. Milmine, a shot that went wide of the net. Tegan Shire throws it into the neutral zone. Here comes Garber the other way. He's got Duffany over. Duffany shot, score! Cameron Duffany, and it's 1-0 Timberwolves. My bad. And the Timberwolves take the 1-0 lead. And here we go. Here to start this draw as it's thrown into the Cardinal zone. Cameron Duffany from Bryce Garber as it's sticked away. I'm still waiting for it to be on the scoreboard. I didn't see it waved off. And it goes out to the Timberwolves zone. And behind the net, up the ice to Duffany, along the far wall. Here comes Colin Baker the other way. Colin Baker's shot didn't go. And out to the neutral zone. And a stoppage of play. As the puck drop won by the Timberwolves. In the neutral zone, thrown on ahead, goes along the back wall, picked up Burgesson, intercepted Lucas Nyes. Lucas Nyes in front, shuttle that goes high. Todorovic with a chance. Temple along the near wall, over to Todorovic. Todorovic gets it over to Massaro. And it's in the Saginaw Valley zone. And puck to the far side. Angelo Massaro. Rivera throws it down low. Milos Todorovic can't gain control of the puck. But it's still held in, and back come the Cardinals the other way. Here comes Burgesson. Burgesson wraps it around to the far side. Here comes Rivera, flips it on ahead, Lucas Nyes. Lucas Nyes gains the offensive zone. A shot on that goes wide, and that puck to the near side and goes out to the neutral zone. Jack Rivera gets it over to Moulet. Moulet up to Lucas Nyes. Throws it to the back wall. And then goes to the far side where it's picked up there by O'Malley, and out to the neutral zone goes O'Malley. O'Malley gains the offensive zone. O'Malley, a shot on that goes wide of the net. Held in by DeStefanis. And back out, back into the Timberwolves zone it goes. Adam Moulet retrieves it for the Timberwolves. Got it over to Sigmund, who got it to Stingline, and out to the neutral zone it goes. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the second period. Over to Donald Gooley. Gooley avoids a hit by DeStefanis. Gooley throws one in front. Stingline, a shot, a save in front. A rebound doesn't go. Another save by Cobb. As puck drop won by the Timberwolves. And thrown on, and then Cobb is on the ice and then picked up by the Cardinals. Out to the neutral zone and into the Timberwolves zone it goes. Here's Crawford. Crawford up to Shire. Gets a check there, but Patenko in. Patenko makes a move, a save shot, another save by Cobb, another chance, another save by Cobb. Three opportunities for the Timberwolves, and Brendan Cobb keeps it at 1-0 Timberwolves. I don't know how Brendan Cobb made those three saves. He was on his side for the second one as the puck drop won by the Cardinals and wrapped around to the near side. Out to the neutral zone to Simerson, tried to get it back in, and it's thrown back in by the Timberwolves. Picked up there by Davis, and then gets it over to Callan. Simerson got it up to Ronowitz. Up the ice, here come Furtado, and then back up to Croston. Go the Timberwolves the other way. Croston gains the offensive zone. Harassed by a Cardinal and a stoppage of play. I didn't see what the call was. And Duffany's going to the box. So, Saginaw, oh, no. Duffany and Reese Furtado will go to the box, so matching minors, so we'll skate 4-on-4 hockey. Well, those of you who follow Olympic hockey, Finland beat Italy 11-0. USA plays Denmark tonight. Sweden got a win. As the puck drop will be to the right of Cobb. Draw one by the Timberwolves. Adam Moulet. Moulet gets it over to Sigmund. Sigmund at the point. Got it to Massaro. Massaro got it back to Moulet. Moulet, a shot deflected. Goes wide of the net. Picked up Angelo Massaro. Here's Massaro. Back to the point to Moulet. Gets it up to Lucas Nyes. Lucas Nyes, a backhander in. Didn't get enough. Looked like it was deflected with a stick, and the puck goes to the far side now, where Joe Blair takes a shot by Lucas Nyes, and then Lucas Nyes tumbles to the ice. And then Joe Blair picks up the puck for the Saginaw Valley Cardinals. And then puck goes behind the net. Battled for there. Still battled for. Nobody wants control of the puck, and now the Cardinals take it. Ashcroft the other way. Here's Pierce Ashcroft. Gains the offensive zone. Ashcroft with a chance, a shot, a save by Mason Matthew. Here's Adam Moulay along behind the net. Bryce Garber now picks it up for the Timberwolves. Garber into the neutral zone he goes. Garber gains the offensive zone. Garber makes a move and throws one on. A save there by Cobb. Bryce Garber. I've seen him single-handedly split defensemen and put pucks in the net, so Saginaw Valley's lucky there. Puck along the near side. As a Cardinal takes a tumble to the ice, Leo Crawford picks it up, gets it over to Blankenship. Blankenship up to, just out of the reach of Garber and icing on the Timberwolves. So your goal was Duffany, assisted by Bryce Garber and Adam Moulay. It's a 1-0 game here, so that goal differential is now up to 6. 7-1 Timberwolves in that aspect, as puck drop won by the Cardinals, thrown to the near side. Picked up by Garber. Garber tried to get it out, can't do it. Just DeStephanis got it across. Blair, a shot, a save by Matthew. I think Garber had his career 100th point last night. I'll have to check. That was .40 on the year for Garber. As it's taken behind the net now by Sigmund. James Sigmund gets it up to Adam Moulay, who got it up to Alex Bedenko. Bedenko gained the offensive zone, then lost it. Ashcroft picks it up for the Cardinals. Ashcroft goes the other way. Tries to get around Moulay. Ashcroft along the near corner, and then pinned along the near corner. And picked up Sigmund. Sigmund throwing off a Cardinal player. And back come the Timberwolves the other way. As it's in the Cardinal zone. Blocked in front. Picked up there. Here's Cam Duffany. Duffany throws one in front. Nobody home for the Timberwolves, and back go the Cardinals the other way. It's Lucas Milmine. Milmine gains the offense. Oh, and what a hit there by Chase Temple. He said, up and over you go. Here's Massaro, a shot, a save by Cobb, as both teams are at full strength now. Todorovic goes after it. Todorovic, and then lost the puck there, and it goes to the near side for Beagle. Beagle flips it on head, intercepted Lucas Nyes. Lucas Nyes in. Lucas Nyes shot. He scores! Lucas Nyes! It's 2-0 Timberwolves. I've seen Lucas Nyes use that backhander on more than one occasion this year. As the puck drop is won by the Timberwolves, it's 2-0 Northwood here in the second period. The puck along the near side now. Picked up Colin March, and back come the Timberwolves the other way. It's Leo Crawford. Crawford throws it in on Cobb, and the puck goes to the near corner now. Intercepted Lucas Nyes looking for number 2. And then now Saginaw Valley having all sorts of trouble. Crawford, a shot that's blocked in front. Burgesson has to settle it down for the Cardinals. Gets it over to Blair. Blair throws it up the ice and all the way down into the Timberwolves zone, where Matthew will stick it to Moulay. Moulay leaves it off for Colin March, then got it back from Colin March. Stengline throws it up the ice. Intercepted there by the Cardinals. Tyler Sampson throws it back, and Matthew will pick it up, and Stengline will throw it behind him to Vanderdonk. Good play there by Vanderdonk. Gains the offensive zone, leaves it off for Gooley, gets it across Stengline. Stengline, a shot, a save by Cobb. Puck to the far side, back go the Cardinals the other way. Ethan O'Malley, a shot into the glove, in and out of the glove of Mason Matthew. Puck along the near wall, all the way down into the Cardinal zone. where it's picked up there by DeStefanis. Along the far side and all the way out where Adam Mule will take it for the Timberwolves. Up to the offensive zone it goes and back out, back into the Timberwolves zone. James Sigmund. And picked up by Tegan Shire. For those keeping track at home, the goal differential is now 8. Intercepted Shire. Oh, he did it again. He got everything but the puck. He put everything forward but left the puck behind. Up the ice, Temple gets it up to Bedenko. Now goes behind the net and a stoppage of play. Who got the assist for Nice?
Leo and Tom.
Okay.
Down there, but whatever.
As the draw is taken by the Timberwolves, just out of the reach of Alex Bedenko. Oop. And the puck along the far side, and then picked up there by the Cardinals. And in the Timberwolves zone as Chase Temple lays a hit there. And then Garber throws it on, held in by the Cardinals, and then intercepted there. Cam Duffany along the near wall. Thrown back in by Dylan Callan, and then picked up there Chase Temple. Got it across, off the ice to Tegan Shire, all the way down. It goes into the Cardinal zone. Under 3 minutes to go here in the second period. Duffany picks it up for the Timberwolves. And for some, Garber still pinned along the wall by Blair, even though Garber didn't even have the puck. Up to Ashcroft now, gains the offensive zone. Ashcroft throws one on, blocked there by Blankenship, and back comes Garber the other way. Bryce Garber makes a move, shot into the wrong netting, and a stoppage of play here. All alone again was Bryce Garber. I am now realizing that the time is a little off-centered when it gets down to single digits, as Blankenship, with a chance that shot goes wide. And out to the neutral zone it goes. Matthew will play it in his own zone. Puck goes to the far corner now. As the score is still not updated on the scoreboard here in Saginaw Valley. Here's Croston. Croston, a shot, a save by Cobb, and a stoppage of play. Puck dropped to the left of Cobb. And back come the Cardinals the other way. And behind the net. And now back to the near side. Flipped up along the glass into the Cardinal zone. Picked up by O'Malley. O'Malley with it for the Cardinals. Under 2 minutes to go here in the second period. It's in the Cardinal zone. Now picked up there by Sampson. Sampson, one of the seniors on this Cardinal team. And goes to the far side with it as Ronowitz throws it. And then thrown in front, almost deflected off a Timberwolf stick in. And Mule goes after it. Now picked up Sampson. Battle along the far side. Sampson. And the Cardinals hold it in. Shot on. And I think that hit the crossbar off the stick of Callan. And Saginaw Valley just cannot find the puck luck tonight. Sampson throws it into the Timberwolves zone. Picked up Furtado. And stoppage of play. Draw one by nobody as the puck is along the back wall. Pinned along and then picked up by the Cardinals, thrown in front. Didn't get a chance to get a shot on goal. Puck to the near side now. Callan throws it in, and then Vanderdonk tried to throw it on into the neutral zone. Battled for there. And still in the Timberwolves zone. Shot goes to the far side, under 30 seconds, or under 33 seconds to go. Back to the neutral zone. Vanderdonk. Oh, good there. Gooley leaves it off. A chance, a shot, a save. Puck loose and cleared on out. Oh, my goodness. As the puck goes to the back wall. Up the ice, Temple throws it up to Gooley, who took a shot. Under 8 seconds to go here. Battled for, and that is going to do it. So we will head to the third. Northwood here on the Saginaw Valley Cardinals, and we'll be right back. You're watching Timberwolves hockey on the Northwood Hockey Network. Back here live, third period action. Hopefully this hasn't frozen again. Okay, good. For some reason, the camera has been freezing today, so I've had to activate and deactivate it. So your first period goals, Cam Duffany from Bryce Garber and Adam Moulay. That's either .101 for Bryce Garber or .100. I think he had 100 points last night. That's 40 points on the year. And then Lucas Nyes, Leo Crawford, and Colin March, or from Lucas Nyes from Crawford and March for a 2-0 lead in the second period. So right now your goal differential sits at 8. If you're Saginaw Valley, you got to score 8 goals here in the third to tie it. Or Northwood will be your first ever Mid-Michigan Meltdown champions. And again, you know, I'm a Northwood broadcaster, but without Brendan Cobb and last night without Nick Pike, it's probably a 10-1 game last night, and tonight it could be even worse for the Cardinals. They've had their opportunities, but Northwood's had a bit more. So I've watched a few games here. I was here for the banner raising for the Memorial Cup. I did not get to go to the Memorial Cup because I do not make that kind of money for tickets. But as a Sharks fan, I got to watch Michael Misa 3 times here in his career. So I'm pretty happy having Michael Misa on the San Jose Sharks. And hopefully he starts to get it going a little bit. Him and Macklin Celebrini and Will Smith could form a really nasty trio in San Jose. Let's see if we can get some Olympic scores here for you. So yesterday, Sweden beat Slovakia 5-3. Finland beat Italy 11-0, and Latvia beat Germany 4-3. Your current standings in Group A: Canada leads with 2-0, then Switzerland at 1-0-1. Czechia at 1-0-0-1, and then France is 0-0-0-2. They have 2 losses. Slovakia is 2-0-0-1, Finland's 2-0-0-1, and Sweden is 2-0-0-1, and Italy is 0-0-0-3. The United States has 1 win, Germany has 1 win, and Denmark has 1 win. As we get started for third period action, as the puck drop is won by nobody but Mason Matthew, will leave it off for Adam Moulay. Moulay up to Bedenko, goes into the Cardinals zone, and it's picked up there by the Cardinals. It's Joe Blair, intercepted Bryce Garber. Garber throws it to Moulay. Moulay, a shot blocked by a stick. And then intercepted there. James Sigmund gets it over to Adam Moulay. Throws it to the far side for Bedenko. Bedenko run off the puck. Then Bryce Garber picks it up. Here's Adam Moulay. Moulay gets it back to Garber. Garber throws it to the back wall for Bedenko. Alex Bedenko now throws it down to Tegan Shire, just out of his reach, and the puck goes to the back wall now. It's picked up there by Burgesson. And then here come the Cardinals the other way. Up they go. Into the neutral zone. Smith, a shot. That goes to the back wall, now to the far corner, where Blankenship will throw it up the ice off a stick of a Cardinal. But Tegan Shire picks it up and throws it into the Cardinal zone. Cobb leaves it off, thrown to the far side, and now along the far corner. Now picked up there by Ethan O'Malley. And up the ice go the Cardinals. Ashcroft got it over to Bullis, and out to the neutral zone it goes. Here's Lucas Nyes. Nyes lost it. Good onside. Or good hold by Todorovic to stay onside, but the Cardinals pick out the puck. And here's Rivera. Gets it over to Temple. Back to Rivera now. Jack Rivera in the neutral zone. Gets it up to Todorovic. Todorovic, and that'll be offside on the Timberwolves with 18:08 to go here in the third period. So yeah, 2-0 game. Saginaw winning this game doesn't mean a whole lot unless they score 8 goals. 8 to tie, 9 to win. Crossan throws it on and a save by Cobb. And puck along the far side, held in by Temple, picked off there Duffany. Duffany lost it, picked up Colin Baker, patted away and out of play. And that'll be a stoppage of play with 17:51 to go here in the third period. And the puck drop will be to the left of Brendan Cobb. Puck drop won and controlled by the Timberwolves, but then lost. Duffany lost it. Puck goes to the far side. And Temple tried to hold the zone. And puck along the far corner. Now to the near side. Davis holds the zone, gets it over for Tato. And along the far or near side as Duffany gets it out to the neutral zone. Thrown back into the catching glove of Matthew, and he'll leave it off for Chase Temple. Behind the net, Chase Temple waits for the setup. Up to Duffany. Duffany throws it to the neutral zone. And Garber, he's going to almost win the race to the puck. Garber and save Cobb. A chance. Vanderdock shot goes wide. Another chance, and it just goes to the near side through the crease. That was lucky for Cobb there as it goes into the Northwood bench. That's too many times to count where the puck, where Cobb has been on his back and the net's been open, and Northwood has not been able to hit the net here. It went right through the crease. And draw one by the Timberwolves. Taken down, no call. Flipped on ahead into the neutral zone. James Sigmund will pick it up for the Timberwolves. He gets it over to Adam Moulay. Moulay off the stick of Donald Gooley, but picked up by the Cardinals. And then Adam Moulay will pick it up for the Timberwolves. Donald Gooley now into the neutral zone. Here's Trevor Stengline now. Gains the offensive zone. Stengline, a shot, a save by Cobb. 16:25 to go. It is still 2-0 Timberwolves here in the third. Puck drop to the right of Brendan Cobb. Bryce Garber throws it back, and back come the Cardinals the other way, and they'll throw it into the Timberwolves zone where Leo Crawford will go after it. And along the far side. And thrown on, saved by Matthew. Puck goes to the near side. Alex Bedenko with it. Bedenko in his own zone. Gains the offensive zone. Bedenko a shot, a chance, and didn't get enough on it. It might have been blocked by a Cardinal player as they're pinned along the back wall. Pinned along. Now to the near side. Jack Rivera. Got it to Shire. A chance in front. Bedenko with it. Gets it back to Rivera. Rivera at the point. Gets it across. Oh, and Chase Temple. Another situation where the Timberwolves got everything but the puck. And into the neutral zone they go the Cardinals, and they'll throw it to the far side. Chase Temple, it was out of his reach. Along behind the net. That was Beagle. Picked up by the Cardinals, thrown in front, doesn't go. Beagle, a shot, a save, Matthew. Puck hit the post, and it doesn't go in. It cleared all the way down. Oh my goodness. I don't know how Matthew knew where the puck was. He was on his back and making the save. What a save, Mason Matthew. Puck drop to the right of Mason Matthew. I've seen both of these goalies make big saves and saves that might have been real lucky today. Todorovic out to the neutral zone it goes, and all the way down into the Cardinal zone. Picked up there by Saginaw Valley's Nico DeStefanis. That name is going to give me trouble all night. Along the near wall. Out to the neutral zone, it's Smith. Smith gains the offensive zone. Tried to make a move, and then flipped on ahead by Sigmund, but not out. And then now the Timberwolves having trouble getting out of their own zone. As Todorovic goes in behind the net. Now along to the far side. Flips it on ahead. Out to the neutral zone it goes. And the Cardinals gain the zone. Smith throws one in front. Nobody home. And a chance there for Dylan Callan. And then intercepted there by the Timberwolves. Now Smith with a chance. A shot that's blocked in front. Held in by the Cardinals and shot into the glove of Matthew. And he has to stop play. Definitely needed a stoppage there. And it looks like I think Colin Graff, teammate of Macklin Celebrini, was teammates with Mason Matthew, as sticked and stopped by by Brendan Cobb, as I am now thinking about the Sharks right now. 13:57 to go here in the third, still 2-0. As Duffany gets the puck for the Timberwolves. Duffany wheels around at the back wall. Tried to throw one in front, intercepted there by Liam Simerson. Simerson into the neutral zone. Here's Simerson, throws it into the Timberwolves zone. Matthew plays it behind him to Moulet. Puck to the far side. And a shot that's blocked in front. And puck to the back wall. And a hit there on Colin Baker, but he stays upright. And Duffany can't get the puck out. And out of play with 13:28 to go here in the third. Puck drop won by the Timberwolves. James Sigmund. Up the ice, just out of the reach of Donald Gooley, and then picked up Brendan Cobb. Now to the far side. Flipped up the ice, into the neutral zone it goes. And here they come in. It is Smith, or Sampson, who had a chance. And then in the neutral zone it goes. Trevor Stengline leaves it off for Vanderdonk. Vanderdonk gets one across, but nobody home for the pass. Gooley picks it up. Gets it over to James Sigmund. Sigmund, a pass in front, a shot. Doesn't go. Cobb might have gotten a piece of that one. Puck behind the net, now to the near corner. Wrap behind. In the Cardinal zone, back come the Cardinals. Up to Burgesson. Burgesson flips it on into the Timberwolves zone. Going after it was Waite, and puck picked up by James Sigmund and the Timberwolves with under 12:30 to go here in the third period. Picked up Bryce Garber. Garber gains the offensive zone, then lost it out to the neutral zone. Garber gets it across to Blankenship. Blankenship flips one on ahead, goes into the Cardinal zone, and Cobb has to play it to the far side. And then into the Timberwolves zone through Crawford's legs, and he plays it in his own zone up the ice. And picked up by the Cardinals' O'Malley. And then he got it across, back out to the neutral zone, picked up Smith. Smith gained the offensive zone, ridden off the puck by Bedenko, got the puck back. Smith got it back from Beagle, threw one in front of Beagle, but it was out of his reach. Battled for in front of us here in the Timberwolves zone. Davis with Bedenko and Crawford, and one. Now Smith, and a stoppage of play. Yeah. Great angle. As the puck drop in front of us here, won by the Timberwolves. Rivera now with it in his own zone, flips it on ahead, back into the Timberwolves zone. As Adam Moulay goes after it. Here's Adam Moulay. Gets it over to Rivera. Up to Massaro now. Gains into the neutral zone. Throws it into the Cardinal zone. Lucas Nyes goes after it. Puck along the far side. Clock ticking down on this regular season. Lucas Nyes along the far corner. Picked up Todorovic. A chance. Massaro throws one to the far corner. Stay tuned. After this, we will have the trophy presentation, and I will give you my regular season MVP for the Northwood Hockey Network and a stoppage of play. No, I heard the whistle, and the puck goes into the Timberwolves zone. I thought I heard the whistle. I thought they were going to call a penalty on something. And puck dropped to the left of Cobb with 10:49 to go. Draw one by the Cardinals along the near corner. And then not cleared out. Now it goes to the neutral zone where it's picked up by Beagle. Beagle flips it on in to the Northwood zone. James Sigmund behind, around to the near wall. Picked up Colin Baker now. Colin Baker throws it into the Cardinal zone to the near or far side, and then Cobb will play it behind the net, now to the far wall. Can't get it out of the zone as Croston, he lost it. Then Baker throws it to the near side. Crawford a shot, that's blocked away. Colin March throws it down low, picked up there Duffany. Cam Duffany with it, drops it down low for Baker, and then picked up Croston. Here's Owen Croston now, ridden off the puck. As Saginaw Valley finally gets out of their own zone. Back come the Cardinals the other way. A shot on. That's blocked away. And puck along the back wall. Picked up by Crawford. Crawford in his own zone. Gets it up there to Donald Gooley. Gooley will throw it down into the Cardinal zone where it's picked up by Blair. At 2-0, and unless you can get 8 goals here in this period, if you're Saginaw, it's the last game of the season. I wonder if you pull the goalie, even think about pulling the goalie, at least at a chance at a goal, as the puck's in the neutral zone, as Moulay throws it in off the stick of Cobb, puck to the far side. Wrapped around there by Ethan O'Malley. Out to the neutral zone and all the way down into the Timberwolves zone where it's picked up there by Chase Temple. Here's Temple in his own zone. Gets it up to Donald Gooley. Gooley gained the offensive zone, then lost the puck back out to the neutral zone where it's played there by James Sigmund. Up and out of the reach of Trevor Stengline. Back come the Cardinals the other way. A chance, and Liam Simerson was ridden off the puck by 2 Timberwolves. Thrown in by Donald Gooley. Changed for the Timberwolves now. Picked up by the Cardinals in their own zone. And held in. And then back come the Cardinals the other way. It's Davis. Throws it to the back wall. Picked up there. Blankenship. He's ridden off the puck. Simerson threw one in front. A chance, a shot. That's deflected. And here comes Garber the other way. Bryce Garber. Garber, a shot. Save. Rebound in front. Puck loose. And Cobb, I think, kicked that with the skate. And it's cleared all the way down into the Timberwolves zone. Matthew will play it off for Jack Rivera. Oh, my goodness. And picked up there by Waite. Here's Waite. Throws one on. Stick save Mason Matthew. And then Rivera and Garber go the other way for the Timberwolves. Garber makes a man miss. Garber circles. Shot on. Fended off by Cobb. Out to the neutral zone it goes. Crawford throws it back into the Cardinal zone. Picked up there by Callan. Up into the Timberwolves zone. Picked up Crawford now. Here's Leo Crawford. Behind his own net. Throws it to the far side to Lucas Nyes. Lucas Nyes flips it on into the neutral zone. And back out. Picked up Todorovic. Todorovic wheels around in his own zone. Up the ice to Massaro. Off his stick into the Cardinal zone. Cobb plays it off the shoulder of Todorovic. And puck along the near side. Here come the Cardinals trying to get out of their own zone now. Gets it across to his D partner. That's Dylan Callan who got it up the ice, but not into the Timberwolves zone. Lucas Nyes goes after it. He's got Adam Moulay. Over to Moulay and through his skates. Oh, man, Colin Marks throws it down low. And held in. Here's Todorovic, a chance. He's ridden off and all the way down into the Timberwolves zone. It'll be an icing on the Cardinals with 6:38 to go. Now, Brendan Cobb has made some big saves in this game. However, there are some where he's been more lucky than it's been him making the saves. There's a couple that, whew. But I will say that I think the Cardinals owe him some food after the game, the way he's played in this game, keeping it at 2-0. But sometimes as a goalie, you have to have both. You have to be both good and have some puck luck. So 2-0 here with 6:37 to go here in the third period. Well, now if you're Saginaw, you've got to score a goal at least every 30 seconds now. Puck drop won by the Cardinals. Wrapped around by O'Malley. Puck to the far corner. Picked up there by the Cardinals. Flipped on ahead by the Cardinals. Into the offensive zone they go. And then back come the Timberwolves, and they can't get out of the zone. James Sigmund throws it to the far side to Croston. Croston flips it on ahead just out of the reach of Cameron Duffany. And Duffany throws it behind him. Colin Baker in. Baker shoots a save. I've been told Croston and Duffany are roommates, and I'm sure next year we will get more food mukbang videos for the intermission reports as well. I've been told people are entertained by them, so we will try to do some more intermission stuff next year. Won by the Timberwolves. Vanderdonk, a shot blocked in front. Vanderdonk, another chance, and it's taken off his stick. Held in by Vanderdonk. And now the Cardinals trying to get out of their own zone. It's Bryson Smith who got the puck up the ice, and then Crawford throws it back into the neutral, or keeps it in the neutral zone. And back go the Cardinals, and here comes Smith now. Smith in the offensive zone, shot on pad, save there by Matthew. Puck along the near side. Up the ice it goes. Donald Gooley, and then he can't control it. And then the puck goes to the far side in front of the Cardinal bench. And Vanderdonk having a stick held. And then back comes Joe Blair and the Cardinals. Puck to the back wall now. Picked up by Blankenship. Here's Blankenship in his own zone. Gets it up the ice. Oh, Bryce Garber's got a chance. In on Cobb. Bryce Garber shoots it. A save by Cobb again. He shuts the door on Garber once more. Along the near side. Back come the Cardinals the other way. Makes a move in. Smith in on Matthew, and a save and a stoppage of play. That might be the third time that Brendan Cobb has shut the door on Bryce Garber, who has had all sorts of opportunities in this game for the Timberwolves. And a puck drop to the left of Mason Matthew now. Won by the Cardinals. A shot on, a save by Matthew. .451 left here in the third period. Draw one by the Cardinals. Back comes Massaro the other way into the neutral zone he goes. Massaro lost his stick. It was thrown out of his hands, and a stoppage of play. And with 4:44 to go in the third, we are going to get a Cardinals penalty. So Northwood is back on the power play. With 4:44 to go, and for a power play this year that, they've gotten better. They're hitting at 21.4%. You want to be at 25%, but the power play's gotten a lot better this year. Here's a chance before the playoffs to really get the power play going. And here is Duffany. It's held in by the Timberwolves, and then back it goes down the ice to the right of Mason Matthew. Picked up by Leo Crawford in his own zone. He waits for the offense to set. Pierce Ashcroft, the one in the box. Up to Cam Duffany. Cameron Duffany in the offensive zone. Duffany waits along the far side, gets it to Croston. Croston got it down low and just bounced over the stick of Donald Gooley, taking a weird bounce and cleared on out by the Cardinals. Puck in the Timberwolves zone. Leo Crawford picks it up for Northwood in his own zone. Left it off for Bedenko. I don't know if he knew Bedenko was behind him or not, and he throws it into the Cardinal zone. Maybe it was all part of the plan as it goes back out into the Timberwolves, and Northwood cannot get anything going on the power play right now as it's picked up James Sigmund. Leaves it off Bryce Garber. Garber gains the offensive zone. I think he's been shut down by Cobb tonight. He probably wants one. Bedenko at the point. Got it down low to Garber. Here's Bryce Garber. With it, waits, circle, shot on, blocked in front. Here's James Sigmund. Sigmund gets it over to Garber now. Garber, a shot in front, saved by Cobb. And a stoppage of play. Well, Northwood's power play, obviously they've had their struggles this year, but this is a good opportunity. Right now it hasn't gone very well for the Timberwolves on this power play. But you need to get the power play going because if you win the conference tournament and you play in the Nationals, you're playing one of those top 6 seeds, and you're going to have power play goals or do well on the power plays. Garber along the far side to Shire. Shire gets it back to Sigmund at the point. Sigmund a shot on, stopped by Cobb. Puck picked up Garber. Garber back to Sigmund at the point. Here's James Sigmund, gets it over to Bedenko. Bedenko a shot! Fended off by Cobb, and that goes all the way down into the Timberwolves zone. Picked up Sigmund behind his net. 9 seconds left on the Cardinals' penalty. Here's Sigmund now. Gets it up the ice to Colin Baker. 2 seconds, and that'll do it for the power play. Colin Baker, Cardinals at full strength. Baker a shot. A save by Cobb. Held in by Garber. Garber a shot. A save by Cobb, and he stoppage of play. Let's see if we can. I'll look at the rankings right now. I'm not too sure who gets the buys in D1. I think it's the top 4 teams in the country, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. As the puck drop, won and controlled by the Timberwolves. And a puck and a stoppage of play. And sorry you had to see that. Look at the rankings here. So if it's top 4 seeds, Northwood would play, I think, Drury or Liberty, depending on what the seeding is, as the puck drop is won by the Timberwolves and thrown in. And held in by the Cardinals as they try to get out of their zone. And out to the neutral zone, and out of play it goes. So right now Northwood is 25. I don't think Northwood is going to get a bye for the national tournament. So, you got your top 5 right now who are get buys: Minot State, Ohio University, Niagara, Las Vegas, Drury, and Liberty. As the puck is taken by the Cardinals, and then Calvin's in there too with Maryville. Throwing on a shot, and that's deflected off a stick. Kept in by the Cardinals. Throws one on, a save in front. I think it got to Matthew and wrapped around to the near side. Thrown on by O'Malley. That shot went wide of the net. Now Ashcroft along the far side. Here's a shot. A save by Mason Matthew at the blocker. And Northwood does get it out. Lucas Nice for the empty net. He goes wide. And icing on the Timberwolves. So I guess I answered my question. The Cardinals did pull the goalie. I don't know if you're going to score 8 goals in a minute 37, but this is probably, just to build some momentum for the tournament next week. See if we get a score for the Stallions game right now. It doesn't look like the Stallions and Wolverines have started as the puck drop taken there. Along the far side, throwing one on. That goes wide of Matthew to the near side. Massaro goes after it, now down low. Battle for it along the near corner. Back to the point. Burgesson, a shot that goes wide of Matthew. You know, if Mason Matthew wanted, we were talking about it before the game started, I would like a goalie goal. So if Matthew wanted to shoot the puck at the net, I would not be obliged. Crawford takes a shot, and it goes all the way down for an icing on the Timberwolves. So if this still stands, Northwood would win the Mid-Michigan Meltdown Cup in the first season of existence by a score of 8-1. As we get a timeout for the Timberwolves, or for the Cardinals, and we will stop play here with 1:04 to go. Northwood D3 starts later tonight. I could probably make that game if I fly to Northwood. If I fly to Midland, I could probably do both games in one night, but that game starts about 5 o'clock. I don't think I'll make it down there in time for that game. 4:39 right now. So good luck to the Timberwolves. I think they're locked into the 2 seed in the MCHC East. Oakland and Northwood will get the first round byes after Central's upset yesterday of the Michigan Wolverines. And next Saturday, we'll be back on the air for the first round MCHC matchup. So whoever the Northwood Timberwolves play on that Saturday, we will be back for as the Cardinals win the draw. Wrapped around, doesn't go. Under a minute to go, thrown on, cleared out by the Timberwolves, and it's going to go all the way down. No icing on the play. And a stoppage of play as the puck goes in the net, and it is 3-0 Timberwolves. With 44 seconds left, and that is going to do it for the Mid-Michigan Meltdown Championship. Not the 5 goal differential yesterday kind of sealed it for Northwood, because I wasn't sure if Saginaw was going to come in here and score 5 goals. They played very well in this series, though. A lot better than I figured it was going to go, as it's left off for Cobb. Under 30, and Gooley intercepts, shot on. That's stopped by Cobb, out of play with 29 seconds to go here in the third. Draw one by the Cardinals. In their own zone, intercepted there. Oh, just out of the reach of Donald Gooley, and it goes out to the neutral zone. And puck goes in behind the net. Picked up there by DeStephanis, and puck loose in front. Timberwolves trying to make it 4-0. Here's Gooley. Throws it back. Here's Temple. Temple throws one on. That's blocked in front. 4-3-2. And the Northwood Timberwolves are the Mid-Michigan Meltdown champions. For the first year of its existence, they win 3-0 today. They win the overall series 9-1, and Northwood has captured the Mid-Michigan Meltdown trophy. So before I get into Northwood, hats off to Saginaw Valley. Hats off to Brendan Cobb, because without Brendan Cobb, this game is a lot worse than 3-0. He made saves that I haven't seen most ACHA goalies make. He made the Dominic Hasek-like save in the circle because he went out to play the puck, and he got lucky there. There was a couple of times where he got lucky, and I don't know if he knew where the puck was, but Cobb played one heck of a game. Mason Matthew just played that much better, getting the shutout. Although the first goal didn't go in, Great job by the Saginaw Valley Cardinals. And with that updated, the Stallions will hop into that 3 seed. So Northwood and Saginaw should see each other again next weekend in Toledo for that 1v4 matchup in the tournament. And the Stallions will play Toledo. So all 4 teams that made the tournament last year are back in the GLCHL tournament this year, just a different seeding for Saginaw Valley and Western. As we await the trophy presentation here at the Dow Event Center. Again, Northwood winning 3-0 and 9-1 overall in the series for that first ever Mid-Michigan Meltdown Championship. And Northwood has now won 4 straight against the Saginaw Valley State Cardinals, and they have won their 20th GLCHL game in a row. They have come in since last year. They came into the GLCHL, and they have made it their conference, going 12-0 this year, 8-0 last year. Who's going to beat this team right now? The way Northwood is playing, the way they've played last year, the way they played this year, they have to be heavy favorites going into the tournament. And you don't get a lot of teams that win 20 conference games in a row. But Northwood has seemingly come in and they've made the GLCHL trophy, or the GLCHL conference, their conference. And it's been an amazing thing to see. I mean, Mason Matthew played a heck of a game. He is one of the top goalies in the ACHA Division I. As we await the presentation of the trophy here at the Dow Event Center, as the referees skate off the ice. Camera?
Oh, you gotta mention, I guess, that they won it. And
I don't have a script.
Congratulations to the first round Mid-Michigan Meltdown.
And that's going to do it here from the Dow Event Center. First off, this will be the last D1 game on the Northwood Hockey Network for the season. I will have some MVP or player awards on Twitter. If we look, the Offensive Player of the Year in points, again, this year is Alex Bedenko. I think your MVP of the season is probably Alex Bedenko, the way he played and stepped up this year for the Northwood Timberwolves. But with that, that'll do it here from the Dow Event Center. Your inaugural Mid-Michigan Meltdown champions, the Northwood Timberwolves. You've been watching Timberwolves hockey on the Northwood Hockey Network. Thank you all season to everybody who tuned in. I cannot wait to be back next year with this team and to see how farther they can take it this year in Nationals. For the Northwood Timberwolves, for everybody who helps out with the network, I'm John Gervasi. Good night, everybody, and as always,